Hey, it's been a little while. I know I've been sharing a lot of pictures and telling a little bit about where I've been and such, and it's been kind of such a whirlwind, and I can't believe I've already been on the road for over 2 months, and I'm realizing that um, it's tiring going kind of at the pace and trying to do it the way that I was doing it, kind of from one place to another, to another, to another, seeing people, seeing sights, seeing museums, all while driving a couple hundred miles or more each day, and um, and finding a place to stay. And most of the time, I'll find a place a couple nights in advance, sometimes 3 nights in advance, but occasionally it's like morning of. I'm kind of figuring it out, and I've been using Harvest Host a lot, which has been a great tool. And if any of you are going to be hitting the road at all, I'd highly recommend you getting a hold of it. It's only like $69 a year. And there's like 2,500 different wineries and museums and distilleries and golf courses that are all part of it. And you can park in their parking lot. Some of them have limits of like maybe just a couple, 2 or 3 vehicles. So you need to call to reserve it. But I've learned so much staying at these different places, whether it was a hemp farm in Nevada or a World War II museum in Monroe, Louisiana, you name it. So that's been really good. I've been probably utilizing them quite a bit. I always look there first, although usually I can't plug in. My RV, they're not set up for that, but they do allow people just to kind of boondock there. And so I've been trying to kind of find an RV place every third or fourth day, because after that, my refrigerator and freezer are not cold at all anymore. But yeah, so I've just been going at this really hectic pace, and it's been wonderful. I've been seeing a lot of really amazing, cool people, but I'm realizing I'm not really having any time to process the trip and what I'm going through and the changes that it's instilling in me, and I'm not really tapping into my creativity like I'm wanting to. So after a really wonderful stay in Fairhope, Alabama, a few days ago, and I'll be posting those pictures soon and the stories, I'm kind of holed up here in Meridian, Mississippi, at an RV park that's pretty affordable, and it's got really good Wi-Fi, which is not par for the course. Most RV parks say they have it, but it's pretty weak. But this is really good, and so I just decided to kind of change my schedule. Not that I really had a solid one, but just I'm staying here for 4 days and getting caught up with the Patreon posts, and with just kind of sitting and slowing down and letting myself reflect and process and meditate, and getting some good ideas. And I've kind of got some ideas for another book, which I'm gonna not force. I'm just gonna kind of let it keep showing itself. But I am jotting notes down and thoughts so that I have them when I go back to it. But yeah, it's been a really amazing trip so far. It's really opened up my heart a lot, and maybe, I don't know, in some ways, I mean, I feel like I'm a pretty humble person, but even more humble, just receiving the kindness and hospitality that I've been receiving from strangers. It's very humbling, and it's nice. So so that's all perfect, and I'm happy about that, and I'm just gonna continue to let it open up and kind of guide me and direct me. But I am slowing down a little bit. So my goal going forward is to stay someplace 2 or 3 days in a row, at least once a week, just so I can kind of check in with myself and keep the creative juices flowing, and get to know an area too. If I'm just kind of popping in and out, I don't really get a sense or a feel of a place. And so I am here with Meridian, and so that's been nice. And going forward, I think I'm kind of headed up into Tennessee and then back over east a little bit, and then maybe through little bits of North Carolina, and then down back into Georgia and parts of Alabama again. And we'll see from there. So yeah, so I'm really looking forward to connecting with people. I'm open to having talks, book signings, you name it, whatever. I just want to just connect with folks from a different part of the country that I'm from, and we're all the same. You know, we all want the same things, and I'm just truly. It's interesting down here in the South. It just seems like people, Southern hospitality really is a thing, and it seems like people almost pay attention more when you're talking, and they're really listening. I mean, you know, and not that that doesn't happen elsewhere, but it's been just kind of an interesting observation. So happy to check in, and I hope you're digging the pictures that I'm sharing and such. And I want to do more videos, and I'm going to start trying to do that. I need really good Wi-Fi. The problem is when I do videos, the only way Patreon can accept them is if I run them through YouTube first and then post the YouTube link on there. And sometimes with weak Wi-Fi, it's hard to download onto YouTube. That's why I've been doing a little bit more pictures, but I've got some catching up to do, and I will. And thank you for your support. And please feel free to share what's going on here with your friends. The more the merrier. It is helping me out a lot, and I appreciate that. And so yeah, it'd be awesome to kind of build the group and keep spreading good vibes in a lot of different ways. So for now, thank you, and I hope you're having a great week. Take care.